The stars had always been silent. For thousands of years, humanity looked up and wondered if they were alone. On the day the answer came, Captain Tom Raid was drinking coffee on the bridge of the mining station orbiting Mars. The alien ship appeared without warning. It was massive, 3 times larger than any human vessel. Its hull gleamed like liquid silver under the distant sun. Tom's crew of 5 stood frozen, watching the impossible sight on their screens. "Is this really happening?" asked Jake, the youngest crew member. His hands shook as he gripped the console. Tom kept his voice steady. "Stay calm. We don't know what they want." The alien ship sent a message. Somehow, it translated perfectly into English. The voice was strange, like wind through metal tubes. "Primitive species of the 3rd planet. We are the Galactic Union. You will come aboard. Do not resist." Tom looked at his crew. They were scared, but they trusted him. "We go peacefully," he said. "Show them who we are." The transport beam felt like falling through ice. One moment, Tom was on his station. The next, he stood in a vast chamber filled with beings from a dozen different worlds. Some had scales, others had fur or skin that glowed. They all stared at the humans with cold curiosity. A tall alien stepped forward. Its body was thin and gray, with 4 arms and eyes that saw too much. "I am Ambassador Vorn," it said. "We have studied your world from afar. You are disappointing." "Disappointing?" Tom asked. "Weak," Vorn continued. "Your bodies break easily. Your lifespans are short. Your technology is primitive. We debate if you deserve a place in the galaxy at all." Jake stepped forward, angry. Tom grabbed his shoulder, holding him back. "Test us then," Tom said quietly. "See what we can do." The aliens agreed. Over the next hours, they measured everything: strength, speed, intelligence, reaction time. The results were exactly what Vorn expected. Humans were average. Not the strongest, not the fastest, not the smartest. Just ... ordinary. "As I thought," Vorn said, his voice full of dismissal. "You have nothing special. You will be cataloged as a minor species. Your world will be monitored. Nothing more." Tom said nothing. His crew stood beside him, frustrated but silent. Then the alarms began screaming. The ship shuddered violently. Red lights flashed across every surface. Alien crew members ran in all directions, shouting in languages Tom couldn't understand. "What's happening?" Tom demanded. Vorn's face showed something Tom recognized: fear. "Raiders. Pirates from the outer territories. They have broken through our shields." "How many ships?" Jake asked. 3 vessels. "We cannot fight them. Our ship is a diplomatic craft, not a warship." Vorn looked at Tom. "We will all die here." The chamber doors exploded inward. Smoke filled the air. Through it came creatures that looked like nightmares, massive, covered in black armor, carrying weapons that hummed with deadly energy. The pirates laughed. It was a horrible sound. "Look at this," one of them growled. "Diplomats and—" "What are these tiny things?" "Humans," Vorn whispered. "A primitive species. They mean nothing." The pirate leader pointed his weapon at Jake. "Then no one will miss one." The weapon fired. Tom moved faster than he knew he could. He shoved Jake aside, and the blast hit Tom's shoulder instead. Pain exploded through his body. He fell hard, blood spreading across the floor. Jake caught him. "Tom, no. I'm—" "Okay," Tom gasped. But he wasn't. The wound was bad. The pirates laughed again. "Foolish creature. Why protect another? Why take pain for him?" Tom looked up at the pirate, his vision blurring. But his voice was strong. "Because he's my crew. Because he's my friend." The pirate looked confused. Friend? What is friend worth dying for? Jake stood up slowly. His fear was gone. In its place was something the aliens had never seen before in any species. His hands formed fists. His eyes burned with fury. You're about to find out, Jake said. The other humans moved to stand beside him. All 5 of them, facing dozens of armed pirates. Vorn watched in shock. The humans were going to fight. Against impossible odds. With no chance of winning. They were going to fight anyway. Asterisk, the first pirate never saw it coming. Jake moved like lightning. He grabbed a piece of broken metal from the floor and swung it with all his strength. The pirate's helmet cracked. The creature stumbled backward, shocked. For Tom! Jake shouted. The other humans charged. Lisa, the engineer, was small but fast. She slid under a pirate's legs and kicked hard at its knee joint. The armor buckled. The pirate fell. Mark, the pilot, picked up a fallen weapon and fired. His hands had never held alien technology before, but desperation made him learn fast. The pirates weren't laughing anymore. They're fighting back? One pirate snarled. Impossible. They're weak. Then why are you bleeding? Jake shouted, swinging again. Ambassador Vorn watched in disbelief. The humans were outmatched in every way. The pirates were bigger, stronger, better armed. By all logic, the humans should have surrendered or run. But they weren't doing either. They were winning. How? Vorn whispered. How are they doing this? Another alien council member, a being made of crystalline structures, observed carefully. Look at their eyes. Look at their movements. They are not fighting for themselves. On the floor, Tom tried to stand. The pain was overwhelming, but he pushed himself up anyway. Blood dripped from his shoulder. Crew, protect. The crew, ... Tom, stay down. Lisa screamed while dodging a blast. Can't, Tom gasped. You need me. And somehow, impossibly, he stood. The pirate leader had seen enough. He aimed his largest weapon directly at the humans. Enough games. Die now. The weapon charged with a high-pitched whine. Its power could vaporize everything in the chamber. Jake looked at his crew. They were exhausted, bleeding, barely standing. But not one of them backed away. Together? Mark asked. Together, Lisa agreed. They stood in front of Tom, making a wall with their bodies. Protecting their wounded captain, the pirate leader hesitated. Just for a second. You choose death? For him? Every time, Jake said simply, something shifted in the air. The other aliens in the chamber felt it a presence, an energy they couldn't name. It came from the humans, radiating outward like heat from a star. Vorn's eyes widened. Impossible. They're generating a resonance field. But that requires technology. We don't. It's not technology, the crystalline alien said softly. It's them. It's what they are. The pirate leader fired. The blast should have killed them all. But Jake moved. He grabbed a reflective panel from the wall and angled it desperately. The energy beam hit the panel and scattered. Most of it dissipated harmlessly. Some reflected back. The pirate leader took his own blast to the chest. He flew backward, armor smoking. The other pirates stared in shock. Their leader was down. These tiny, weak creatures had just done the impossible. Retreat! One pirate shouted. Retreat now! They ran. The fearsome raiders who terrorized a dozen star systems ran from 5 injured humans. As the pirates fled to their ships. Silence filled the chamber. The humans didn't celebrate. They rushed to Tom, carefully lifting him, checking his wounds. I'm okay, Tom said weakly. You're all safe? We're good, Captain, Jake said, his voice breaking. We're all good. Then that's all that matters. Vorn approached slowly. His 4 arms trembled. "What are you?" he asked. "We measured you. We tested you. You should be dead. All of you should be dead." Tom looked at the ambassador. "You measured wrong. You tested our bodies, our speed, our strength. Yes, and you are average in all of them. You didn't test our hearts," Lisa said quietly. Vorn stared at her. "Hearts? Your biological pumps? What do they—" "No," Jake interrupted. "Not the organ, the feeling, the bond. We fight harder when we fight for each other. We become stronger when protecting our own." Mark nodded. "Alone, yeah, we're average. But together? For each other? There's no limit to what we'll do." The crystalline alien stepped forward. Its voice was filled with wonder. "We have searched the galaxy for millions of years. We have cataloged 10,000 species. And never have we seen this. The power to transcend physical limits through emotional bonds." Vorn was silent for a long moment. Then he did something humans had never seen an alien do. He bowed. "We were wrong," Vorn said. "Humanity is not average. Humanity is extraordinary. And the galaxy must know." Tom smiled despite his pain. "So ... we passed your test?" "You didn't just pass," Vorn replied. "You revealed something we forgot existed. Something we lost long ago." "What's that?" Jake asked. "Hope," Vorn answered. Asterisk. The news traveled faster than light itself. Within days, every corner of the galaxy knew about the humans. The small species that defeated pirates through sheer will. The beings who fought beyond their limits when protecting each other. Species that had never heard of Earth now spoke its name with respect. 3 weeks later, Tom stood before the Grand Council. His shoulder was healed, thanks to alien medicine. Beside him stood his crew and Ambassador Vorn. Behind them, hundreds of representatives from across the stars watched in silence. The council leader was ancient, a being of pure energy contained in a crystalline shell. Its voice echoed through the massive chamber. "Captain Tom Reed of Earth, your actions have caused great debate among us. I only protected my crew." Tom said simply, "Yes, and that is precisely what troubles us." The council leader gestured to the gathered representatives. "For 10,000 years, we have maintained order in this galaxy. We have rules, structure, logic. Your kind threatens all of that." Jake stepped forward. "How?" "We just defended ourselves." "Because you showed us something dangerous," another council member said. This one resembled a floating mass of tentacles. "You showed weakness can become strength. That emotions can overcome reason. That bonds can break physical laws." Vorn spoke up. "With respect, Council, is that not a gift? Humanity offers something we have lost, or something we deliberately abandoned," the tentacled being countered. "We evolved beyond such primitive connections. We chose logic over feelings, and our civilization has prospered." The council leader raised a limb for silence. "After humanity's display, 17 species have attempted to replicate your bond strength. They have tried forming emotional connections like yours. They have all failed." Tom frowned. "Why?" "Because it cannot be taught," the crystalline alien from the ship said, now seated among the advisors. "We have studied your biology, your chemistry, your neural patterns. Humans form bonds at a cellular level. Your brain releases chemicals that literally alter your physical capabilities when those you love are threatened. It is built into your very DNA. Other species have pack instincts," the council leader continued. "They have family structures. But none burn as intensely as humans. None sacrifice as readily. None fight as desperately." Lisa spoke quietly. "Is that why you're afraid of us?" The chamber fell silent. No one had dared say it so directly. Finally, the council leader answered, "Yes, because we do not understand you. And what we do not understand, we cannot control." Mark laughed bitterly. "So you'll what? Lock us on our planet? Pretend we don't exist?" That was one proposal, the council leader admitted. Keep humanity confined to Earth for the safety of the galaxy. Tom felt anger rising. "We're not weapons. We're not dangerous. You just love," Vorn interrupted gently. "And love is the most dangerous force in the universe. It makes the impossible possible. It turns ordinary beings into legends." The council leader studied Tom for a long moment. "Captain Reed, why do you bond so strongly? What purpose does it serve?" Tom thought about his answer carefully. The entire galaxy was listening. "Because we're weak," he said finally. "You are right about that. Alone, a human is nothing special. We're not the strongest or fastest or smartest. We're actually pretty fragile. We know this. We've always known this." He looked at his crew. "So we learned to survive together, to protect each other, to become more than ourselves when we stand as one. It's not a choice we make. It's who we are. It's who we've always been." "And you would fight for strangers the same way?" the council leader asked. "Not just your crew?" Jake answered, "If someone needs help, they're not a stranger anymore. They're someone who needs us." The council leader was silent for a long time. Finally, it spoke. "The Grand Council has made its decision. Humanity will not be confined. Instead, we offer you a place among us." Tom's eyes widened. "You're inviting us to join the Union?" "More than that," Vorn said, smiling. "We're asking you to be our guardians, our protectors, to show us how to care again, how to fight for more than just ourselves." The crystalline alien added, 10,000 years ago, we chose logic over love. We became efficient, but we became cold. You can teach us to feel again, to bond again, to be more than just survivors." Tom looked at the vast assembly of alien species. Thousands of beings, millions of worlds, all watching him. "We accept," he said. "But understand this, we protect everyone. No matter how different, no matter how strange. If you're in danger, we'll stand with you." The council leader's voice filled the chamber with warmth for the first time. "Then welcome, humans, to the Galactic Union, and may the galaxy never forget what you have shown us today." As the council erupted in various forms of applause, Vorn leaned close to Tom. "You have changed everything, my friend." Tom smiled. "We didn't do anything special. We just showed you what humanity has always known." "And what is that?" "That love isn't weakness," Tom said, looking at his crew. "Love is the strongest power in the universe. And now the galaxy knows it too." The word spread to every star, every planet, every species. Never threaten what a human loves. Because when you do, you face something more powerful than weapons or technology. You face the human heart. And nothing in the galaxy could stand against that. The end. Asterisk.